What's up everyone, Adam from FWCI Collector's Edition, and today we are here to review 4 of the Marvel Legends Gamerverse figures. We're doing Wolverine, we're doing Silver Samurai, we're doing Captain America, and we're doing Blue Venom. Now, if you want to support the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you want to win yourself a Thanos and Psylocke 2-pack, why did I say Thanos first? Make sure you're subscribed, leave a comment with the hashtag #GiveMePsylocke, and I will put you in the draw when we hit 1,000 subscribers, which is coming very soon. So these Marvel Legends Gamerverse figures have been a real interesting ride, and we've got so much to talk about, especially with this Wolverine. So, in fact, let's get him out of the way first, because, you know, let's get old Silver Samurai done first. So this is not a figure that I was really that excited for. I don't really know much about the character. I remember seeing the retro card in stock for ages, and I thought maybe I'll buy it one day, and then I slept on it and I didn't get it. So I'm pretty happy to get this figure, but it's not really the best. There's not a great deal of articulation going here. There's no butterfly joints or anything like that. It's double jointed, it's pinned all over. These little armbands here pop off, so if you want to pose him differently without the big shoulder pads on there, then you can, but you know, why would you want to? So he does come with a very interesting sword in that kind of almost transparent blue with that interesting effects piece on there. It doesn't really get me that much more excited about it, but it's at least something, because he doesn't come with an alternate head, and he doesn't come with any alternate hands either. There's no butterfly joints, he can't dual wield the sword. It just seems to be very lacking in some of the obvious accessories that you would want. Meanwhile, he does come with this giant shuriken. We got his right here, and it's an interesting piece. I'm not really a huge fan of it, to be honest. I understand that it's something that he does in the game, and you get this big comedically large shuriken flying across the screen, which has to be big enough for gamers to be able to like see it and dodge it, kind of thing. It's a nice touch for those that really love the Marvel vs. Capcom series. It is very clever, but nor for me. And I guess if you unplug it, you've just got a regular actual shuriken, so enjoy. But the paint application on this is really good. Like, it's a pretty good looking figure. It just doesn't go very well when you sort of get mobile with it. So I do recommend this if you don't have a Silver Samurai. I don't, and this will be the one that I keep in my collection. Unfortunately, he probably will just go in a box for the time being until I've got more space. Okay, let's talk about our boy Wolverine. Cool guy. Coolest of all the X-Men. So you would have seen other people review this one by now. You know that it's scaled a bit bigger than the typical Marvel Legends Wolverine. You know, here he is next to the X-Men 97 one. You've seen the comparisons by now. But what I find most interesting about this one is that it's scaled slightly higher, and I really like it. It doesn't even have the double jointed elbows on there, but like, it still doesn't seem to inhibit you from getting most of the Wolverine poses that you want. I mean, if you want him to be scratching his chin or something like that, maybe that'll be a bit difficult, but for all the Marvel vs. Capcom poses anyway, this figure is going to do all of that for you perfectly. Tons of articulation on this one as well, especially around the midsection there. You can see it all. The head goes on like a neck hinge as well, so you can get that nice upward motion, which you definitely need if you want to use that big old crunch right there, which that looks amazing. I love the way that this thing looks all hunched over. And weirdly, it does kind of scale with the McFarlane toys now. So if you want giant chunky Superman and in-scale Wolverine to be a duo, you've got the ability to do that now. The claws are gigantic. Like, this is gotta be the biggest Wolverine claws we've seen. The cowl is really, really big and stylized, as are the boots. I think it's just visually probably the best Wolverine that we've ever seen. And to be completely honest, it does make me wonder, is this Hasbro testing the waters to see what people would think about a wave of Marvel Legends that are scaled slightly higher? And I know that's maybe a hot take. I don't know if anybody else is speculating this, but if this gets a really good reception and people are really enjoying this like larger size, because I find it to be probably the most fun Wolverine to pose, just because it looks so dynamic and it's got such good articulation, and even though it's a bit bigger, it does not affect my opinion of the figure whatsoever. I mean, the paintwork and everything is great on this. All the hairs on his arms are all done, you know, very, very well. This is the duo right here. Oh, actually, before we bring the duo back in, hey, duo, you go back over there. He comes with this beautiful slashing effect. So as you can see, it's just two separate pieces of plastic that sort of pop in together, so you can clip those in anywhere you really like, and you can get different versions of the Wolverine slash. It stands up pretty nice, and it's a pretty unique effect piece to get from Marvel Legends. I don't think I recall getting some kind of effect piece that came on a stand, especially something as cartoonish as this. By all means, let me know in the comments. I've only been collecting for about 5 or 6 years at this point, so please tell me if this is a very new look for accessories that we're getting with this Gamerverse line. And those butterfly joints on the back are great. They go all the way back there. The shoulder pads move as well to give you, you know, optimum posing from this absolutely insane Wolverine. I know you don't see his unmasked head in the game, but you know, I'd always like to get a couple of options in terms of heads, and he does come with the fisted hands without claws. But I do genuinely wonder if this is going to be the first of many, and are we going to see Hasbro upscale their figures in the future? Because this Wolverine definitely feels different, and if they're going to do a bigger scale Spider-Man and things like that, not that they would be trying to fit in with the McFarlane scale or anything like that, but I don't know, maybe slightly larger figures are starting to become a bit more of a viable option. And I'm sure the price will reflect it as well. Coming up next is Venom. I got that adrenaline monumentum, knowing when I'm ever gonna slow up in him. I was not looking forward to this figure at all. I have the retro card Venom, and I really didn't like it. I can't find it right now. I want to do a comparison so bad because I just think that this one looks and poses and the dimensions of it are so much better than the retro card one. I'm not a huge fan of the blue, but I certainly don't hate it. It really is vibrant and it pops. And the more I have it, the more I'm kind of loving it. So, you know, it's got your typical articulation for a Venom figure. You got that massive butterfly joint at the back there, which for him is so much fun. The head is on a hinge. Let's get him in a bit of a pose here. Those butterfly joints work so good on this figure, and he's the kind of character that, you know, really lends itself to those kind of joints and those sort of poses. The legs are pinned, which is a big disappointment. The arms are pinless. He comes with fisted hands, and he comes with the grabbing monster hands as well. He comes with this face that is half Venomized and half Eddie Brock, which, you know, I like that. I think they've done that in the black before, but I think this looks great. And here is the other head, which they've given it this like green slime dripping off the tongue, which I believe is very accurate to the game. I love this head. I like the other head. I am warming to this color quite a bit. The articulation is great. I even don't mind the claw hands. I feel like Venom needs better hands than the ones that they give us over and over again. Something about this figure has completely won me over. I thought I was going to be selling it off, but I will not, because I got that adrenaline monumentum. You know what I'm talking about? Paintwork on this is absolutely flawless, as it usually is on these Venom figures. It's very, very simple paintwork, and yeah, I mean, I just cannot say enough good things about how this one looks in hand. If you are concerned about getting this figure because you don't think it's gonna like look that great, well, give it a chance. That's all I'm gonna say. And last but not least is, you know, probably a figure that can maybe rival this Wolverine in terms of being the best in the wave. And there's been a lot of good figures in this lineup that you know, it's really hard to pick a best. But this Captain America looks absolutely fantastic. The articulation is all updated. We've got pinless everything. It's this nice matte sort of blue. It's not too light, it's not too dark, it's like right in that sweet spot in the middle. And then obviously, as you can see, he comes with the shield and a detachable shield effect piece to do all sorts of amazing posing and figure photography with. So we'll talk about the shield first. It is just your typical regular old breakable Captain America shield. I'm sure you've had a bunch of them. I haven't broken any of these yet, but my what do you call it, Power Princess, hers did break, and I was pretty disappointed about that. It's just a nice piece of sort of rubbery plastic that clips in, so it's a very easy piece to pull in and out. And then the shield is, you know, fairly typical, maybe a little bit more brighter than some of the past. This is what I'm loving about the Marvel Legends figures lately. A character like Captain America needs butterfly joints, and I'm glad that we finally have them because it just works with his character and his moves and his look and the things that you would want to do with this figure on your shelf. All of it revolves around butterfly joints, and I'm so glad that he's got them. Now, he comes with a couple of fisted hands, and he comes with a couple of thumbs up hands as well, and I believe that's because there is a thumbs up taunt or celebration or selly, as the kids are saying these days, at the end of his fights on Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't know if that's for sure. That's not telling you, that's just saying. Our boy comes with two heads. One of them is quite stoic and the other is screaming, as you can see. The screaming head is clearly the superior one, and like I say, with all the extra articulation, this is gonna make for some unbelievable posing. The paint app on mine is absolutely immaculate. You know, they've certainly perfected this Captain America formula. I like that there's no scales on there. I don't hate the scales, but I like this more clean look for his tactical gear. The star in the middle looks great. The A looks great. I can certainly see how Captain America would be the hostage figure in this 2-pack, but like I say, don't vote out Venom, because Blue Venom is fucking awesome. There's really no criticisms to give of this figure. I think, in my opinion, it's definitely the best Captain America figure that I've ever owned. I've got a few of them, and this is head and shoulders above the rest. This Captain America and Venom 2-pack does feel like it's got a little bit of a lack of accessories. I don't know what else they could have added to it. I guess it wouldn't make sense to give Captain America any weapons or anything like that because he doesn't use those in this particular game, but all the extra tooling that they've got on this Captain America makes it, in my opinion, a must-get, and the Venom was a very pleasant surprise. Speaking of surprises, how great is Quentin Tarantino? And isn't his directing superior and surprises happen at the end? Well, speaking of him, it's time for the
Tarantino test.
For those that don't know, this is the part of the video where I talk about the feet of the action figure in particular, because I think that is one of the most important parts when it comes to posing. If you don't have good feet, you can't really do anything with it, and I think that sucks. So I always make sure that I go out of my way to let you know if we got any foot problems with these figures. And no, of course not. This is your typical Captain America feet that they've used a million times before and they work fine. These are your typical flat feet Venom feet that they have used many times and are also fine. Silver Samurai is perfectly fine. His ankles and legs are a little bit wobbly, but you know, for what it is, it's fine. And these are still your regular typical Wolverine feet, just on a bigger scale. So clearly, they're gonna work fine. Quentin Tarantino is eating good tonight. So that's my review of these 4 Marvel Gamerverse figures. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Did you pick up any of these? What are your thoughts on Blue Venom? Are you as concerningly positive about Blue Venom as I am? I want to know what your thoughts are on the cap. Do the butterfly joints change everything? What do you think about Wolverine? Will this potentially lead one day, maybe many years down the track, to Marvel Legends being scaled up in general? And what about Silver Samurai? I mean, he's kind of the left out character here and nobody really gives a shit about him. But if you got any Silver Samurai stories that you think I should know, by all means, share them in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe because, as you can see, Psylocke and Thanos are looming in the background. They are waiting to be sent on a journey to the winner of the prize draw when we reach 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe, leave a comment, hashtag give me Psylocke, and you will go on the draw to win that Thanos and Psylocke 2-pack. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go play me some Marvel vs. Capcom. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your figs, ta-ta, and farewell.